Breath of the Wild 2. Let's move into that. That was huge.
And people have been pointing out that you don't see Link's face this entire trailer.
Ooh, you know what? I have another tweet, which is the internet's like picking this apart, which is great because there's a lot of stuff to pick apart. So you're right, you don't see his face. There's also the new like robot hand going on.
So that's a weird power. So you're reversing time? And now you can go through walls. Like that is what I wanted though. I wanted brand new powers. I didn't want the same powers as last time. Man, what crazy shit though.
It seems like time is a component because they are focusing on that.
I didn't even notice they reversed the water droplet before they rolled that back up.
Now we'll keep watching the trailer, but here's another thing that blew my mind. So when you play the trailer backwards, it plays the Breath of the Wild song backwards, like forwards rather, when you play it backwards.
Right.
So to maybe touch more on the time aspect of it, which we see a little bit in that trailer. So that's all I was trying to pull up.
Which is neat. However, in Nintendo games as general, you see that literally all over the place.
Gotcha. Didn't know that.
But that is still cool.
But you're right with you don't see the face of Link. So are you playing as Zelda finally?
People pointed out that like in some shots you see the cities in the sky and others you don't.
Oh.
Is this something that's going to happen halfway through the game and rock you to your fucking core?
Now it seems like
those clouds look.
Yeah, they focused on having these.
Very nice.
It's more aerial, right? Where you have these worlds in the sky or like platforms in the sky. Yeah. On the bottom, the ground level, is that still normal Hyrule from Breath of the Wild? It seems like it. Which I'm not mad if they just whatever they can get this game out faster. Use reuse the world on the bottom for Hyrule and work on the stuff in the sky.
Well, they noticed and that was part of the theory is it's two links because you notice in the sky footage. So the one where he's on the ground and you don't see the floating islands, that looks more like Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah.
So, but this looks, he's got long hair. He's wearing a different outfit.
That hair is long. That is longer than Link's traditional hair.
This is more traditional, but there's no islands in the sky. So,
although I think his hair is tied back here. See that?
A little bit, yeah. So it could totally be that. Yeah, he's got a little ponytail. So yeah, is it two Links?
Unless Link is like now an influencer and on Instagram and looking cool with long hair, I think that's Zelda. Which how have we not got a Zelda game where you can play as Zelda?
People have been wondering if she gets kidnapped.
It's always the case. So like they need to switch it up. I think this is the game to do it. I don't know what that weird traversal is, but it looks really cool.
So crazy.
But you're right.
How thick of a thing you can go through.
Yep.
So we got the two powers. Last game, what did we have? Like 4 with like a couple varieties of bombs as well.
It was a heavy focus on physics, right?
Yeah.
And like elemental stuff. And I think you're still going to get that somewhat. You see that chain link thing, but it seems like there is
reversal on that.
The time reversal.
That's crazy.
And you're right. I didn't pull it up I didn't put it together where you don't see Link's face.
I didn't either. People just pointed that out, which it'd be interesting if it was Zelda with the long hair. But that being said, as other people point out, like it looks like the chest is halfway bare and that. So
that's true. At least in that
scene.
Yeah.
Or like a cursed arm.
It's strange, but I love that we have enough to like wonder about because we didn't have very much anything beside for 2 years ago.
I think the thing that's got me curious is so you got these things I assume you're exploring in the sky. At least with when you're on the ground, like you have mountains, so you want to climb up a mountain, you want to see what you can see, maybe pick out some stuff to explore, and then you go back down. I would worry that having these things up in the sky, it's going to be a little bit easier to be disoriented. Whoa, I just noticed something. So go back to that last shot. I'll tell you when to pause it. Keep going back.
Going back.
That was actually right about where I wanted you to pause.
Right here? Or further back? This black screen?
Right there. Go slightly ahead. Back. All right. See that little forest right there? You see right in front of him. I remember that from the first game. That's an area that's like perpetually raining, if I recall correctly.
Okay. You're right with the electricity stuff. Yeah, the big mushroom deals. I remember that.
Yeah. So are we still in the original Hyrule?
I think we are. I think the ground level is, if not the entire Hyrule, then part of it.
Yeah.
And they're adding this traversal stuff in the sky. Yeah, I don't know. Or if it's just part of that world. But it seems like if we go back to that other trailer, the original one 2 years ago, they showed you going underground, it seemed like, and awakening something. And this shows what looks like Ganon's castle lifting up into the sky. So I don't know if that's what's splitting up and that's where you have to jump around. But man, really cool. And this last shot with Hyrule, I assume, looks really cool.
They said they're aiming, though. That's the one thing I didn't catch. Aiming for
Yeah.
2020
2022.
or 2022. Hopefully
Which,
we get it.
Man, I don't know when we're going to get this then. They keep pushing it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine. It looks really cool. I can't wait. I just want to play this now.
Yeah. I'm very curious by the fact that they just hired loads of level designers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see. I did love the fortress on the back of that thing's of the golem.
I didn't see that. I'm going to read.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, the fortress on the yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and that cool robot arm. It's dope, man. At least we're getting closer.
Yep.
This is also tied to when did they launch the Switch Pro? And are they waiting for Switch Pro to be ready for Zelda 2? Seems like it'd be great to align those, but Nintendo really does whatever they want to their detriment, so I don't know if these are going to be separate. I'm just trying to like figure out when is this thing going to launch and is it going to be tied with that new hardware?
It's gonna be on the Switch U.
Yeah, there you go. They bring it all the way back. But yeah, this one was pretty big to finally get some gameplay and more mysteries.
Graphics still looking great though.
Yeah, I mean it's Switch stuff, and I'm totally fine with this. Although if they're able to nail like the entire Breath of the Wild world with more stuff in the sky,
Yeah.
it seems like how does the Switch handle that? But apparently it still has legs.
I'm astounded at it handled Breath of the Wild 1, quite frankly, except for the forest where it was like, nope, shutting down.
I don't remember that, but it's possible. I forget that it had issues there.
It was like sub 20 frame rate.
Ah, gotcha.